Tonight's homework lesson is Unit 6, Lesson 5. What does it say we need to do? It says, draw each rectangle on the dot paper. Find the perimeter and area. Okay, we need to find the perimeter first. So we're going to draw a rectangle 5 centimeters long and 3 centimeters wide. Remember, when I'm drawing this rectangle, the distance between the dots is 1 centimeter. So I'm going to do the 3 centimeters first. So there would be 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters. I'm going to put a 3 here. I'm going to put a big dot here because that's where I started. Then I have 5 centimeters long. 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 5 centimeters. So this is a 5. These are my adjacent lines because they're connected with this point right here. With a rectangle, I know opposite sides are equal, so this has to be 5, and this has to be 3. So counting for the perimeter now, I can do this 2 ways. I can either tick and count, or I can add them. I think I'll add them. So if this is 3, this is 3. If this is 5, this is 5. So if we do our perimeter, I have 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5. Remember, I'm building the fence to keep the bears in. When I add these up, I know 5 plus 5 is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And we are not measuring squares, we're measuring the distance between the dots. So this would be 16 centimeters. And I'll box my answer. Area equals. Remember, when I do area, I multiply the adjacent sides. I multiply the width times the length. So 3 times 5 equals area. Area equals 15. Now I'm doing the squares inside. That's what I'm figuring out when I figure out area. How many squares are inside? How many rows and how many in each row? And I know that because I have a 3 here and I have a 5 there. So it's 15 squares. And I'm going to box that answer. Let's look at this one. A rectangle 3 centimeters long and 3 centimeters wide. Again, everything starts with a point. I'm going to do my 3 centimeters long. 1, 2, 3. My 3 centimeters wide. 1, 2, 3. I can label it. I know opposite sides are equal, so if this is 3, this side has to be 3. If this is 3, this side has to be 3. Okay, to do my perimeter, I'm going to add up the fence. So I have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That equals my perimeter, the distance around. Well, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 plus 6 equals 12. Again, I'm doing the distance around. I do not want the inside, which are squares, so my unit here is the centimeter. And I box my answer. Area, I do want the squares. And remember, I can find the area by multiplying 2 adjacent sides. So if this is my point, here's one side, and here's the other side, so I take 3 times 3. 3 times 3 equals area. Area equals 9 squares. And I box my answer. Okay, now I need to find the perimeter and area of each figure. Remember to include the correct units in your answers. Because this is not a triangle, I can't multiply this adjacent side by this one because this side is not equal to this one, and this side is not equal to that one. So if we're going to find our perimeter, we need to do tick marks. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So perimeter equals 12 centimeters. Because remember, I'm measuring the distance in between the dots. Area, now I want to measure the squares. So I'm going to finish off making squares, and then all I have to do is count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So area equals 6 squares. Okay, let's look at this one, number 4. Again, this side is not equal to this side. Parallel sides are not equal, so I can't do my adjacent sides. So we got to do tick marks. The reason we do tick marks is so that we know which ones we've counted already. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Oh, look at here, I forgot this. So I don't want this one. 22, 23, 24. So my perimeter equals 24. Oh, I don't want that one. Okay, I gotta do my tick marks again. I did it incorrectly. This is not included. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see I'm making a different kind of a tick mark, so then I know which ones I've already counted. So I'm up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So it equals 22, and again I'm measuring the distance in between the fence going around. So that's 22 centimeters. Now I have to divide it into area, which means I'm measuring squares. Well, let's put our squares in. Okay, and I'm going to put a dot. That's how I do it. I put a dot in between each so that I know which ones I've counted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I have area equals 13 squares. Okay. On to number 5. Harvey wants to paint one wall in his room with squares of different colors. He wants the sides of each square to measure 1 foot. He does not want to repeat any color. The wall is 8 feet high and 10 feet long. How many different colors does Harvey need? Well, I'm going to draw my wall first. So I'm going to do, this is 8, I'm going to use the abbreviation for feet, and it's 10 feet long, so this is 10 feet. Here's my point. These are my 2 adjacent sides. To find out how many squares are in there, I need to multiply my 2 digits here. So I have 10 times 8 equals my area. I can count to 10 8 times, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So area equals 80 squares. So I have 80 of these here squares in this wall. He says he wants how many different colors does Harvey need? Well, if he has 80 squares, he doesn't want any repeat, does not want to repeat any color, then he needs 80 colors. So now we can say N equals 80 colors. Did I box my answer? And that is the end of tonight's lesson, Unit 6, Lesson 5.